Hello, everyone. We welcome you to a special South Union Township Sports Network Christmas Holiday Basketball Tournament here at Laurel Highlands High School. Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today, via tape delay from the Harold Horst Taylor Memorial Gymnasium, home of the Laurel Highlands boys and girls basketball teams, as we bring you the second game as the Laurel Highlands Mustangs will take on the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Hi, everybody. I'm Dan Wallace with Jerry DePay, and we welcome you aboard for this afternoon's basketball game. South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and CUTV with J.R. Wheeler and Gary Smith. I'm Dan Wallace with Jerry DePay. We'll be right back with the starting lineups for both teams right after these messages.
Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, is proud to be a sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network. They have been serving the area with quality work and integrity for more than 40 years, and they would like to again thank their past customers and look forward to serving new customers as well. Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, works with all insurance companies and provides assistance with car rental arrangements that coordinate with the auto repair work. The rental company will meet with you at our facility to accommodate your rental needs. As a member of the DuPont Assurance of Quality program, our refinishes are guaranteed and all repairs have a lifetime warranty as long as the customer owns the vehicle. Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, clearly recognizes and understands the current and ever-changing atmosphere that exists in today's collision repair and insurance industries. So please contact Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, located at Atlas Road in Hopwood. That's Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, offering complete collision service for both domestic and foreign vehicles for more than 40 years. For more information, please stop by or call us at 724-437-2351. We care about the environment. We've always been eco-friendly facility, and we are currently going through the process of being recognized by the U.S. EPA's Design for the Environment program.
For all of your auto body needs, come to Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, because there is a difference.
So please contact Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, located at Atlas Road in Hopwood. That's Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, offering complete collision service for both domestic and foreign vehicles for more than 40 years. For more information, please stop by or call us at 724-437-2351. Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Welcome back on the South Union Township Sports Network. Second game of this Christmas tournament for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, as in their first matchup they fell victim to the University High Hawks. And now today they get the Albert Gallatin Colonials in their second game in 2 days. Albert Gallatin yesterday as well. They took on the Uniontown Red Raiders in their first matchup of this Christmas clash. And now it's time for the Albert Gallatin starting lineup.
Senior number 11, Hunter Moody. A senior number 3, Tanner Hutek. A senior number 2, Paul Donovan.
Hey, I'm not hearing you when you're talking back and forth. No.
And a junior, number 15, Katie.
Well, after this interview ends, just send it straight to me, okay? How much time do you have left in it? Yeah, just send it to me with 54 seconds. Just go to the XT Hall.
Now we turn to the other side of the starting lineup for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs.
Whatever I call it, okay, whatever it rings through on there, I don't know. But just send it to me. We'll get it started. It's on its way back. Just cue me so I have a countdown, too.
A senior, number 21, Daniel Halliday.
Are you there? Tim, I'm not hearing you if you're talking.
A junior, number 13, Jake Swartz.
Do we hang up?
A junior, number 24, Hudson Noah. And a sophomore, number 1, Bryce Lasky.
There's starting lineups for both sides, Laurel Highlands and Albert Gallatin. We'll take one more quick break on the South Union Township Sports Network, and we'll be right back with the opening tip-off. You're watching high school basketball here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
He hung up on me, though. The game's about to start. Can you tell him to put me on the air?
Thank you.
Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District. With offices in Uniontown and Chalk Hill, Representative Mahoney is dedicated to providing the best leadership and quality representation to his constituents. He can be reached at 66A Lebanon Avenue in Uniontown, 724-438-6100, and in Chalk Hill at 2925 National Pike, 724-437-2521. Good luck to all of the area teams from State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
We're back here at the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium at Laurel Highlands. We're about to get things underway between the Mustangs and the Colonials. And there's the tip. Tip 1 for Laurel Highlands. As that's Hudson Novak winning the tip. Cavity now with the control. Schwartz, he looks to go down low to Novak. He's left all alone, and he gets an easy 2. Hudson Novak left wide open underneath. He puts his first deuce in of the day.
I need to go on the air. Just put me on. Just tell him to put me on.
Knox with the ball for Albert Gallatin. Now it's Mosey. Back to Knox at the top of the key. 2-3 zone for Laurel Highlands. Knox inside. Kicks it back out. That's Dunham. Knox one more time. He looks to drive to the free throw line. Dishes it off. Hunter Moody right there. He couldn't finish. And the rebound pulled down. It's Novak and now Lasky. Bryce Lasky, he'll give it back out to Cavity, and he loses it. Tipped away out of bounds. Last touch, though, by Dunham for Albert Gallatin. Laurel Highlands gets a little lucky there. They'll keep possession.
For Laurel Highlands, Lasky, Holt, Schwartz, Cavity, and Novak start for the Mustangs. And for AG, it's Dunham, Kutek, Moody, Mosey, and
Lasky with it. He gives it off to Schwartz, looking to go right back down to Novak once again. He looks to go back to Schwartz, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds. That was last off the foot of Tanner Kutek. Laurel Highlands will keep it once again. 7:09 left to go here in the first quarter. Holt, he'll inbound down on the baseline. Gives it to Cavity. He's open for 3. He takes the jumper. It's a little bit short, and the rebound pulled down by Hunter Moody. Knox, the leading scorer for the Colonials. He'll give it off to Dunham, and now Mosey. Tavian Mosey, he'll bring it back up around to the top of the key. Off to Knox. Pump fakes. He looks to drive to the free throw line. Kick back out once again. Kutek for 3. His shot's off the mark, and Cameron Holt's there to corral the rebound. Cavity, he'll bring it across half court. Skips it across to Lasky left open. He's got an open look at 3, and Bryce Lasky. He knocks down the triple. Laurel Highlands an early 5-0 edge. Dunham. And now with David Knox at the top of the key, back to Dunham, the 2-3 zone once again for the Mustangs. Knox and Mosey. He gives it back to Knox once again inside. It goes Kutek. He'll take the jumper, no good. And right there for it is Hudson Novak. Quickly the Mustangs come back the other way. Lasky inside. Schwartz, he's got the easy layup. Jake Schwartz gets himself to the rim with a nice assist from Bryce Lasky. Dunham. Knox. Albert Gallatin not able to get inside at all so far. There they do the first time, and Moody's rejected by Cameron Holt. Nice recovery defense by Cameron Holt to get there and swat it away from Hunter Moody, keeping Albert Gallatin off the board. Now they'll have to inbound from the baseline. Kutek will inbound. He finds Mosey. He'll take the 3. And Tavian Mosey knocks down the first jumper for Albert Gallatin today. The first 3 on the board for the Colonials belongs to Tavian Mosey. Cavity. Skip pass to Holt. Quickly underneath. Novak left alone. Was expecting contact, adjusted his shot, and couldn't finish. Knox will bring it now for Albert Gallatin. Dunham, he'll take for 3. His shot is well short, and Holt finds the rebound. Bryce Lasky, he has it taken away by Kutek. Now it's Mosey. He looks to drive into the paint. Straight up Cameron Holt, but Mosey finishes over top of him. Tavian Mosey, 5 points now for the Colonials. Cavity. To Holt, to Lasky. These two teams have already met once this season. That was in the tip-off tournament at Penn State. Cavity inside to Schwartz. He looks to drive it in the lane. Floater, and he got that one. Jake Schwartz, 4 points early. Laurel Highlands, they were the winners of that first matchup between the Colonials and the Mustangs. 9-5 the Mustangs lead. Mosey, he'll drive baseline around Jake Schwartz, and Tavia Mosey's got all 7 so far for the Colonials. A 2-point lead for the Mustangs, up 9-7 over Albert Gallatin. 4.5 minutes left to go. Schwartz, Novak, he'll drive baseline, kick back out. Lasky left open for a deep 3, and it's just off the mark. But Novak, he's there to corral the rebound. Hudson Novak working the offensive glass. Now it's Lasky. He has it stripped from behind, and Tanner Kutek, he's got an easy lane to the basket. Tanner Kutek, he takes it away from Bryce Lasky. He gets an easy layup, and now we're all knotted up at 9. Cavity, Lasky on the other side. He gives it to Holt in the corner. Novak, he'll take the jumper, and Hudson Novak, too much room for him. Hudson now with 4 points here early on. Knox and Mosey. Mosey's going to drive into the paint. Kick off to Moody. Right back looking to go to Mosey. Instead it's taken away by Novak. And now they give it off to Daniel Cavity to bring it up the floor. Lasky, he's left open for 3 again, short. Novak right there on the offensive glass again. Hudson Novak doing work on the offensive boards. He's got 6 points. And Cavity's got himself a steal now. Novak coming the other way quickly. Spin move into the lane, off the glass. No, but he's going to go to the line as he's fouled. 3:19 left to go in the first quarter, and that's the first personal foul we're going to see.
That's the first foul, Steve, we've seen on either side.
Yeah, first foul.
And that's going to go against Tanner Kutek.
His first team first.
Novak, he's going to get 2 from the line. And Hudson is good on the first.
Novak knocks down the first of 2 free throws.
Few subs now for Albert Gallatin as Colby Uphold checks in. He's joined by Matt Rankin and Marquise Moore.
It's a 14-9.
They replace Kutek, Dunham, as well as Moody. And Novak, his second free throw, that one's good as well. He gets them both. He's got 8 points here early on. Knox. Inside they go to Uphold. And now Moore, he got the feet moving a little too quickly. He's going to get caught for the travel.
Laurel Highlands get the basketball back, leading by 6.
15-9, Mustangs lead with 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Cavity, Lasky. Skips it across to Holt. Now Cavity. Back to Lasky. One more pass to Novak. He'll take the jumper from the corner. It's a little too strong, and coming down with the board is Moore. Knox ahead now. Giving it to Uphold, and inside they look to go to Rankin. He can't get it to go, and now it's Cavity. Quickly up ahead looking for Lasky, but Mosey there couldn't corral it. Lasky finds it, and he puts it in. Bryce Lasky just takes that one away from Mosey, puts it off the glass and in, and Bryce with 5 early points. Moore, Knox, and now Mosey back to Knox. He'll take the 3, and you can't give David Knox that much space. He'll knock it down every time. That's the first jumper knocked down tonight by David Knox. Trap being put on now by Albert Gallatin. Laurel Highlands breaks it. Schwartz inside to Novak. He'll go up strong, and he's going to be fouled. David Knox contesting the shot. He got a little too much of Hudson Novak, and Hudson's going to go right back to the line for 2 more, where he's already 2 of 2 today. First one for Hudson. He left that one too short.
First personal on David Knox.
2 team fouls now on Albert Gallatin, as we only have 2 fouls so far here in the first quarter. Novak second free throw. That one's too strong. So 2 of 2 the first time, 0 for 2 the second.
Albert Gallatin the rebound.
Mosey.
Novak.
Right back to Knox.
Check that.
Back now to Moore. Looking to go inside. Instead will go to Knox. 2 Mustangs about to check in. Mosey. He's going to drive baseline. Take the jumper from the corner. Too strong. Novak there for the rebound. It's Daniel Cavity bringing it across midcourt. Cavity takes it into the corner. Skips it across to Holt. He's left open for 3. Cameron Holt too strong. And Mosey there for the board. Mosey looking ahead. Wide open was Colby Uphold, but he couldn't finish the layup. Tipped up by Rankin. No, but Uphold there again. Colby Uphold, second time, no good. 3 chances for Albert Gallatin on that possession. They still can't put it in the hoop. And Laurel Highlands comes away with it. Cavany. Lasky. Pump fakes, drives into the paint, kicks out to Cavany, left open for 3. Daniel Cavany knocks it down. First bucket for Daniel Cavany, a 3-point shot. And now it's 20-12 Mustangs over the Colonials. Inside it goes to Rankin, rejected from behind by Novak. 2 Mustangs in, that's Will Dykert and Chayton Burchick checking in, and back in now for the Colonials, Tanner Kutek. Albert Gallatin, they'll inbound from the baseline with Kutek and to Knox. Moore. Over in the corner, left open, Uphold for 3, he got it. Make that Kutek, Tanner Kutek knocking down the 3-point shot, he's got 5. 20-15, the Mustangs lead. Skip pass across Dykert, he'll take it all the way to the rim and lay it in. Will Dykert, he checks in, he's got a quick 2 points. Cutting now is Kutek into the lane. He'll take the floater. He's got another one. 7 points for Tanner Kutek as he takes the floater in the lane, knocks it down in the trap, back on for Albert Gallatin. Dykert to Schwartz. He's going to take it to the rim himself off the glass, and Jake Schwartz has got 2 more. 6 points for Schwartz, 24-17, the Mustangs lead. Knox to Moore. Back to Knox. He goes inside, Uphold, down low to Rankin. He'll put up the hook shot, no. Getting the rebound is Schwartz now, and he'll slow it up. He's looking to find one of his guards, Cavany. He gives it to Dykert, and now Novak. At the buzzer, Novak too strong. A good opening frame for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Fast-paced, up-and-down action. The Mustangs lead the Albert Gallatin Colonials 24-17 at the first period break. We'll take a quick break as well, and we'll be right back with the second quarter here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
What was the problem? I couldn't hear you at all. Ask Steve.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Good luck to the Mustangs from the South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Robert Schiffbar.
We're back on the South Union Township Sports Network. Second quarter about to get underway. Mustangs lead the Colonials 24-17. Mustangs to start the quarter. They're going to be out there with Dykert, Lasky, Schwartz, Burchick, and Novak. For Albert Gallatin, it'll be Moody, Knox, Moore, Mosey, and Kutek. Knox inside to Kutek. Back out quickly to Mosey. He'll pull the 3, and he got it. Tavian Mosey, if Albert Gallatin's going to win this game, he's got to have himself a big day. He's already got 10. Lasky to Dykert. Back to Bryce Lasky. Thought about the three, passes up, goes to Novak, skip pass. Dykert can't handle it. He'll lay out for it, him and more, but eventually Albert Gallatin comes away with it. Now it's Mosey all the way to the rim, laying it up, no good. But they're going to get a blocking foul. It's going to go against Bryce Lasky. It's going to be his first and the team's first. Laurel Highlands managed to not get called for a single personal foul there in the first quarter. Clean basketball all the way through. Albert Gallatin only had 2. First 2 attempts at the line today for Tavian Mosey. And his first shot, it's good.
23 against Uniontown last night. Really played well in the first half, kind of blinded down.
So quick 4 points here in the quarter from Mosey, looking to make it 5. Tavian Mosey, the second one, he gets that as well.
Already has 12 tonight. Came into the game.
5 points already in the quarter for Mosey. He's got 12 so far on the day. Novak kicks it out. Bryce Lasky left open. He'll take one step inside the three-point line. Shot doesn't drop, but there for the rebound is Dykert on the tip out. Novak, he gets into the lane. Floater. And Novak, he's got himself 2 more. A good day so far for Hudson. He's got himself 10 points.
22. 7:02 left before halftime. Up top is David Knox.
Knox inside. Kutek, he'll take it from the free throw line. And Tanner Kutek has 2 more. 9 points so far for Tanner Kutek. Only 3 Colonials in on the act so far. Mosey with 12, Kutek with 7, and Knox with 3. That pass, it'll go out of bounds. Tipped by Albert Gallatin, and it'll stay with the Mustangs.
We've seen some pretty good crowds out here, Steve.
Lasky will inbound from the baseline. Long pass out to Dykert. And right back to Bryce. Bryce has been dealing with that ankle issues. He's got a brace there on the left ankle. Laurel Highlands trying to slowly ease him back into more playing time. He'll take the 3. Short. Rebound by Schwartz. He goes straight back up with it. He's going to be fouled. It's going to go against Albert Gallatin, either Knox or Moody. It looked like Knox got the hand in there, and it will be Knox. So that's his second for David Knox here early into the second quarter. And that's going to be something to watch as Knox, the leading scorer for this Colonials team. Schwartz, he can't get the first free throw.
Misses on the first of 2 free throw attempts here.
It's been a bit of an issue so far for Laurel Highlands. They haven't been very consistent from the stripe.
Mosey's their leading scorer, averaging 20.
He gets the second one. So 1 of 2 goes Jake Schwartz. He's now got 7 points, and the Mustangs, they hold a narrow 2-point edge. A good start to this quarter for the Colonials. Mosey right back to Knox. On the right side, Moore. He'll give it back to Knox. Laurel Highlands into a 2-1-2 zone defense. And we're going to get a foul down low on Novak.
2 free throws coming here.
Rankin, he's going to go to the line. He's going to get 2.
Played well last night against Uniontown.
Made some good buckets, big baskets late in the game.
I didn't really see much of a drop-off between Rankin and Hunter Moody, who got the start.
So 2 shots at the line for Rankin. First one, too strong, but off the back, no good. Hit the rim, hit the backboard, and wouldn't drop for Matt Rankin. And now a couple substitutions for Albert Gallatin. Uphold, he'll check in. Dunham comes back in. And the big one, out goes David Knox. Second one for Rankin, too strong again. And Schwartz, he elevates for the rebound. Back into the trap goes AG. Novak almost had it stripped there by Rankin. He'll take it to the rim. Forearm extended, and Paul Dunham draws the offensive foul. 2 quick fouls called against Hudson Novak. That one extended the forearm into the chest of Paul Dunham. 3rd team foul against the Mustangs, and Laurel Highlands is going to make 2 substitutions as Holt and Cavaney. They replace Novak and Dykert.
Mosey will bring it across.
Mosey across the timeline. Dunham. He has his pass knocked away by Burchick. And now Lasky back with it again. Off to Holt. Skip pass. Wide open is Cavaney. Doesn't take the shot. Instead, he goes inside to Burchick. He'll take the quick jumper short, right into the hands of Jake Schwartz there to clean it up. 9 for Schwartz already here today, as he was right there on the offensive glass to pick up the shot from Chayton Burchick. Dunham back to Mosey. He's going to drive. Kicks off to Uphold. His shot off the backboard, no good, and coming away with it now Lasky. He'll break it across half court. Inside, no look pass to Chayton Burchick off the glass. It's not good. And the rebound brought down by Tanner Kutek. Mosey. Thought about the jumper, looks to drive again. Burchick there, he's going to get hit with the blocking foul. Chayton Burchick, he couldn't get position on that. He'll get hit with his first personal foul. 4 team fouls now against the Mustangs with 5 minutes and 1 second left to go in the second quarter. Inbound, looking for Dunham, taken away by Schwartz. And he'll give it off right away to Cavany to bring it up the floor. Cavany with Lasky. They got to get it across midcourt. Cavany there with it. Skip pass for Holt, left open inside. Nice pass for Schwartz. He can't finish. Tip back up, no. Burchick underneath, and he'll finish. 3 chances it took, but the Mustangs finally come away with 2 points. Chayton Burchick there cleaning up the offensive boards.
At 31-24 here at the 4:30
Dunham
of the second quarter.
goes inside, left wide open, Matt Rankin. Beautiful pass by Paul Dunham. He finds Matt Rankin left all alone down in the low block, and he lays it in.
Cavany again lobs it near side over the
Cavany, Lasky will drive, left open is Cavany. He'll take the 3, too strong. Rebound pulled down by Rankin. He'll just hand it off to Tanner Kutek. He'll bring it up the floor. Kutek into the lane, floater. Little too strong, but Burchick there for the board for the Mustangs. Lasky behind the back dribble, across to Schwartz. He'll take the jumper from the elbow, and he got it. Jake Schwartz, he was left with too much space, too much time, takes 1 step in and hits it from right outside the free throw line. 33-26, the Mustangs lead. Kotek for 3. A little bit short off the front iron, tipped around and finally out of bounds. Was last touched by Cameron Holt. Ball will stay with the Colonials, and Kutek, he'll go down on the baseline to inbound. Kutek, Mosey left all alone on the inbound and can't drop. But right there to get the rebound is Kutek, and right back out to Dunham. His pass taken away by Lasky. 2-on-1 with Cavany, and Bryce just lost it. Lasky just lost the handle on it. He had Daniel Cavany with him, tried to take it up himself, couldn't handle it. Ball goes back to the Colonials, and now Hunter Moody will check back in for Albert Gallatin. 33-26, Mustangs, 7-point edge over the Colonials.
Penultimate day of 2015.
Kutek, Dunham, back to Kutek, trying to beat the 2-1-2 zone of the Mustangs. Dunham, he'll take the 3, short. Holt there with the board. And now Lasky with it. Cavany, Holt, make that Burchick. Right across to Cavany. Skip pass, now Cameron Holt left wide open for 3. Too much time, too much space. Cameron Holt knocks down the triple. His first bucket. Cameron Holt's got 3. 10-point edge as we get into double digits now. The Mustangs up 36-26. Kutek, Dunham. Right back to Kutek. And now Mosey. He'll dribble to his left, give it right back to Kutek as they try to move the ball around the perimeter. Dunham. Kutek with it once again. He looks to drive. Floater in the lane, short. And the rebound pulled down by Hunter Moody. He'll go back up with it, but swatted by Jake Schwartz. Another rejection by the Mustangs. And now it's with Cavany. Back across to Lasky. He'll put it on the floor, go to the rim. He was looking for Schwartz, but he wasn't looking for the pass. Burchick on the floor gets to it. Holt looking to skip it to Schwartz. He finds it. He'll drive baseline. Spin move, up and in. 2 more for Jake Schwartz. 13 now for the Mustang big man.
It's a 38-26 lead for Laurel Highlands over Albert Gallatin.
Mosey. Right outside the perimeter there. He'll give it off to Dunham. He'll step in and take a 3. Front iron, bounces around, and Schwartz there for the board. 12-point edge. The Mustangs have it, 38-26. Lasky, Schwartz, inside to Burchick off the glass. Beautiful ball movement by the Mustangs, ends with 2 points for Chayton Burchick. And now Laurel Highlands, 14-point edge, will force the Colonials to take a timeout. So we'll take one as well. The Mustangs up 40-26 over the Colonials here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Yeah, I missed one there. Didn't grab shorts for 13 or 15. Shorts.
Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, is proud to be a sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network. They have been serving the area with quality work and integrity for more than 40 years, and they would like to again thank their past customers and look forward to serving new customers as well. Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, works with all insurance companies and provides assistance with car rental arrangements that coordinate with the auto repair work. The rental company will meet with you at our facility to accommodate your rental needs. As a member of the DuPont Assurance of Quality program, our refinishes are guaranteed and all repairs have a lifetime warranty as long as the customer owns the vehicle. Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, clearly recognizes and understands the current and ever-changing atmosphere that exists in today's collision repair and insurance industries. So please contact Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, located at Atlas Road in Hopwood. That's Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, offering complete collision service for both domestic and foreign vehicles for more than 40 years. For more information, please stop by or call us at 724-437-2351. We care about the environment. We've always been an eco-friendly facility, and we are currently going through the process of being recognized by the U.S. EPA's Design for the Environment program.
For all of your auto body needs, come to Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, because there is a difference.
So please contact Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, located at Atlas Road in Hopwood. That's Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, offering complete collision service for both domestic and foreign vehicles for more than 40 years. For more information, please stop by or call us at 724-437-2351.
We're back on South Union Township Sports Network. Mustangs 40-26 leaders over the Colonials, and quickly Tavian Mosey, he knocks down a deep three. Gets the Colonials back on the board, down 11. Lasky back to Cavity. He'll skip it across to Holbert, and now right inside to Chayton Burchick. Nice vision on the bounce pass there by J.J. Holbert. He finds Burchick. Holbert gets the assist. Burchick, he's got 6 points. Inside Kutek, back out to Knox. Inside, beautiful pass to Moody, but Holbert on the rejection is going to get called for the foul. Be the first on J.J. Holbert. And 2 shots are coming now for Hunter Moody.
8 of 22 around 40%.
Moody, also the quarterback of the Colonials football team. First one. Moody gets the first. First point tonight for Hunter Moody.
Side jazz on him there, Steve. Gave him some good mojo.
He can't make it. So it works.
Second one. Moody, front of the rim, and it drops. 2 of 2 goes Hunter Moody. He's got 2 points, his first 2 of the day. And the Mustangs, with 45 seconds left in the half, are up 11. Cavity to Holbert. Skip pass back across to Lasky. He'll look to drive inside. Gets into the paint. Dishes off, no look pass to Burchick. Chayton, he's got 8 in the quarter, a big quarter for him. Mustangs back up 44-31. Mosey, he drives around. Burchick off the glass, no. Gets his own rebound after tipping it around, and Tavian Mosey continues his big day.
Second quarter, 17 for the game. AG, though, still down 11.
17 points for Tavian Mosey today, 10 in the quarter. Cavany trying to go around Mosey. He's going to get called for the foul.
Only 8 total fouls called in this.
Mosey, his first foul of the game. 4 fouls in the half against the Colonials, 5 against the Mustangs. Burchick will come out, and we'll see David Runco for the first time today.
Holbert will trigger it in here for the Mustangs. Sends it in the backcourt to Daniel.
6 seconds. Schwartz. He'll give it off to Cavany. He's got to put it up. Daniel Cavany fading away. No. He can't hit it. But the Mustangs, they'll go into halftime with an 11-point edge over the Albert Gallatin Colonials. They lead 44-33. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with some halftime stats for you here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
See his text message? Usually Steve is the one.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours, and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Just sit right down and you hear a tale of a fateful call. You better pay those bills right now or you take a mighty fall. He really didn't know what to do, so he turned to those who did. Zeppeli, Mahalev, and White, your bankruptcy crew, your bankruptcy crew. So no matter how deep in debt you are, if your back's against the wall, Zeppeli, Mahalev, and White, just give them a call.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days, at life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service, real service, from a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
That works out well for you.
We're back on the South Union Township Sports Network. It's halftime between the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Second game for both teams of this Christmas clash here at the Laurel Highlands High School and Harold Horst Taylor Memorial Gymnasium. Some quick stats here at halftime for you. We start with the Albert Gallatin Colonials, 33 points in that first half. Tavian Mosey leading the way. He's got 17. 10 of those coming in the second quarter for the Colonials. Tanner Kutek, he follows him up with 9 points. David Knox chipping in 3. Matt Rankin, he had 2. And Hunter Moody, 2 for him as well. No real foul trouble, though, for the Colonials. Only 4 team fouls in that first half in all. David Knox picking up 2 of them. He's the only man in any sort of foul trouble, but 2 not much to worry about for the Colonials to start the second half. 4 of 6 the Colonials went from the free throw line. Not many attempts there, as this was a quick-moving first half. Not many fouls for either side. Only 9 in the entire first half. On the other side for the Mustangs, Jake Schwartz, he leads the way. 13 of the Mustangs, 44 points in the first half. Hudson Novak helping out as well with 10, and Chayton Burchick with 8. It's been a big inside game for the Mustangs as they've been able to get time and time again behind that defense of the Colonials and get down under the low block. Bryce Lasky, he had 5 points from the outside. Cameron Holt, he chipped in 3. Daniel Cavity, he chipped in 3 as well. And Will Dykert, he has 2. No real foul trouble for the Mustangs either. Only 5 fouls in the first half as Hudson Novak with 2, the only one to really watch. 3 of 6 the Mustangs were from the free throw line in the first half as they only got to the stripe 3 separate times. We'll take one more break and we'll be right back with the second half action here between the Mustangs and the Colonials as the Mustangs lead Albert Gallatin 44-33 here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
It's going to be tough.
Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District. With offices in Uniontown and Chalk Hill, Representative Mahoney is dedicated to providing the best leadership and quality representation to his constituents. He can be reached at 66A Lebanon Avenue in Uniontown, 724-438-6100, and in Chalk Hill at 2925 National Pike, 724-437-2521. Good luck to all of the area teams from State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District.
Good luck to the Mustangs from the South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Robert Schiffbar.
We're back on the South Union Township Sports Network, ready for the second half here between Laurel Highlands and the Albert Gallatin Colonials. LH leads 44-33 over Albert Gallatin. Dan Wallace, along with Jerry DePay on the camera here with you Third quarter of action about to get underway out there. Mustangs, they have Holt, Novak, Cavity, Lasky, and Schwartz to start the second half. Same starting five as they had in the first half. And for the Colonials, it looks like the same thing. Moody, Knox, Dunham, Mosey, and Kutek. Laurel Highlands, they'll start with the ball. Holt, Cavity, give it across to Lasky. He goes back to Cavity. Back to Lasky once again. Zone defense for Albert Gallatin. Holt, he'll look to go around it inside to Schwartz. And they're having success with the same thing they did already in the first half. Back inside they go to Schwartz with 15 now. Knox, he'll get into the lane. Down low, Moody left wide open. On Hunter Moody. He answers right back, 2 quick points. 11-point edge for the Mustangs. Lasky to Cavity. Goes across to Novak. Look to go back out to Lasky. Instead, he's going to back down Moody. Bryce left open for 3. Little strong. Rebound tipped around. Fought for. And it's going to be last touch by Schwartz. Out of bounds. Ball goes over to the Colonials. 46-35. Laurel Highlands on top. Mosey to Knox. He'll give it across to Dunham. 2-3 zone for the Mustangs. Kutek, too strong. The rebound pulled down by Novak. Back into the full court press. Trap for the Colonials. Schwartz gives it off. No look pass to Holt. He'll lay it off the glass. Beautiful look by Jake Schwartz. He finds Cameron Holt. Cameron now 5 points. Knocks into the lane. He'll look to pull it back out. Picks up his dribble. Tipped away from him. Rejected by Jake Schwartz. Another block for Schwartz. That's 3 for him. Tipped away by Kutek, but Cavity right there to corral it. Cavity into the corner to Novak. Skips it across to Lasky. He'll take the jumper. It's off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Novak. Back out to Holt. He'll pull the trigger from 3. And Cameron Holt got it. 5 points in the half for Cameron, 8 on the day. Behind the back dribble, Mosey goes down low. Moody can't handle it. He'll go straight up with it off the glass, and Hunter Moody's got 2 more. He got a little bit too much space down low. He was underneath the basket, but found a way to put it in. Mustangs 51-37 leaders. Novak. Skip it across to Holt. Back to Schwartz. He'll take the jumper from just behind the foul line, and Jake Schwartz got it. A big day for Jake Schwartz. He's already got 17, and we're just 2.5 minutes into the third quarter. Aired pass by Mosey gives it away. And Laurel Highlands, they'll get it right back with an opportunity to extend this lead.
16-point lead at 53-37. And this matchup here, Steve.
Holt down low to Schwartz. He'll back down. Knox, second try. Schwartz got 2 more.
Jake Schwartz now with 19. Laurel Highlands lead is 8.
Mosey, 18-point edge for the Mustangs, 55-37. Knox, he drives. Kicks it to Moody. He can't handle it. Tipped away and recovered by Lasky. Quickly ahead to Cavity. With Kutek, he strips it. Good defensive play by Tanner Kutek, knocking the basketball away from Daniel Cavity. He does just enough to prevent the basket, but the Mustangs, they'll still keep possession. And a 2-point basket here puts them up by 20.
Colonials, they need to start playing. They need to get some
Holt, right to Schwartz. He'll put it up, and Jake Schwartz 2 more. 21 points on the day now for Jake Schwartz. Kutek, Knox, he drives. Floater from the free throw line. Too short. And Novak there for the rebound. Hudson will give it off to Bryce Lasky. Holt in the corner for 3. Cameron Holt off the back rim. Novak, though, skies for the rebound. Cavity, Lasky, open for 3. Bryce no good. Holt with the tip in. And it goes. And a timeout needed desperately by Shea Fleener and the Colonials. He'll take it right here, so we'll take a break as well. Laurel Highlands lead 59-37 over the Albert Gallatin Colonials. We'll be right back after this full timeout on the South Union Township Sports Network.
60. We in good shape on breaks. Mustangs leading Albert Gallatin.
We're back on the South Union Township Sports Network, 59-37. Laurel Highlands leads the Colonials of Albert Gallatin. Knox, he'll bring the ball across the timeline for the Colonials. In the zone, 2-3 are the Mustangs. Inside, Kutek, Dunham, Knox once again at the top of the key. Knox, he'll drive all the way into the lane off the glass. David Knox, he gets himself to the rim and lays it in. Knox, not a big impact on this game so far. Only 5 points for him, well below his season average.
5 points in this game. The 6'3" senior.
Cavity, Lasky gives it right back across to Cavity as Albert Gallatin spreading themselves out in this trap. And they finally get a steal from it. Moody hands it off to Knox. Mosey right off to Kutek. He'll pull for 3. And Kutek fading away in the corner knocks down the triple. Kutek with 12 points now for the Colonials. Cavity, Lasky, back across to Cavity once again. And Lasky again. Inside at the free throw line to Schwartz. He'll take it to the rim. He's going to be fouled. Was knocked away by Knox, but we'll see if the foul's on him or Moody. It's going to go against Moody. First foul on Hunter Moody, and the first foul of this second half with only 3:25 left to go in the third quarter. Schwartz, first one for the free throw line. He gets that one. Schwartz was 1 of 2 before that one.
We still have 3:25 to play here in the third quarter.
Second one. Left it short. 22 points now on the day for Jake Schwartz. A huge day for him as the Mustangs, they've already put up a 60 spot here halfway through the third quarter. 60-42, they lead Albert Gallatin.
Moody and out.
Knox with it to Mosey. Back to Knox. Kutek, he takes another 3. A little bit strong, and the rebound fought for. Holt couldn't find it. Moody, he dives on it, but it's going to go out of bounds. He was trying to call timeout, didn't quite get it. So the Mustangs will take the ball back. And back into the trap goes Albert Gallatin. Cavity picks up his dribble, knocked away, but Holt's there for it. Schwartz, 3-on-2. Over to Lasky, open for 3. He takes the jumper, and he got it. Bryce Lasky, a big shot for him. He's got 8 points now. Moore all the way to the basket. A little bit wild, and now Laurel Highlands will come away with it up by 21 and a foul away from the basket on Tanner Kutek. A bit of maybe a frustration foul there. That'll be Kutek's second foul.
Second team foul against Albert Gallatin here in the second half.
Still only 2 fouls here in the second half against Albert Gallatin. Cavity skips it across to Lasky. And across once again to Holt. Back to Cavity. Has it knocked away, but a late foul call. As that's another foul on Kutek. That's going to be his third.
2 quick ones.
Holt, he'll inbound for the Mustangs quickly across to Lasky. Skips it back across to Holt. He's open for 3. He's going to drive. Kicks it off to Novak. He looks to go up with it. Right by the rim. Can't get it to drop, but Holt gets the rebound. Looking to kick out to Lasky. Taken away by Mosey. Mosey, he'll go to the rim himself. Over top of Schwartz. He's going to be called for the foul and 1. Tavian Mosey, 19 points down. That foul is going to go against Schwartz. His first. Now Tavian Mosey, he's going to get an extra 1 at the free throw line, looking for the 3-point play.
But AG still down 63-44 with 2:21 left here in the third.
2:21 left to go in the third quarter. Mosey free throw, too strong. Rebound by Moore. He looks to go up with it, moving his feet though. He's going to get called for the travel. Substitution now for the Colonials as Matt Rankin checks back in. He's going to replace Moody as the Mustangs up 19, 63-44. Back into the trap they go. 1-2-2 full court trap. Holt, Lasky. He has Novak in the corner. Instead skips it over to Cavity. And Lasky's down again on the floor.
There's a Mustang down on the play. Looks like
Lasky down on the floor. He has that issue with the ankle. The question is it that same ankle again?
We'll have an injury timeout brought to you by the Centers for Rehab Services, the leaders in physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns, 217 West.
Bryce up under his own power. He's going to limp off.
9-8-1-2. So Lasky limping off.
And that looks as though it actually might be the opposite ankle.
You wonder sometimes, Steve, when you see
Dykert, he'll check in for Lasky. And it's that opposite ankle. It's not even the left one that he hurt before, the one that has the brace on it. It's the right ankle. Schwartz underneath, off the glass, no. And now Holt and Mosey go hard to the ground. We're going to get a foul on Cameron Holt. No, they're going to call it on Schwartz. So Schwartz is going to get hit with the foul, taking out his own player as well as Albert Gallatin's Mosey.
second team foul.
Second foul against Schwartz. Knox, Kutek, Mosey. He's got a three-point look. No good. Rebound pulled down by Hudson Novak. And now Cavany outlets to Dykert. Looking to break the press. Schwartz down low, tipped away. It's going to hit the netting up above the court. Out of play. It's going to go out of bounds for Laurel Highlands. They'll get possession of the basketball as it was tipped away by the Colonials.
Laurel Highlands basketball here in the Albert Gallatin zone.
Holt, he'll inbound from the baseline. Dykert. Novak left wide open for three. And it's a little bit long. Rebound pulled down by Knox on the long rebound. He gives it off to Kutek. And a foul, a reach in, a bad foul. It's going to go against Will Dykert. Fouls Kutek coming around, looking for the floater once again. Kutek, he's gotten to that floater multiple times here today. But Dykert's going to get hit with the foul, only the third team foul against the Mustangs. 1:24 left to go in the third quarter. Long inbound pass finds Knox. Mosey, he'll drive into the paint. Straight up. Jake Schwartz, no foul. But Mosey, he's able to finish.
21 points in this game.
21 points for Tavian Mosey.
Down 63.
Novak looking to break the press. He has it knocked away, but gets the pass taken away by Marquise Moore as he was looking for Jake Schwartz. And now Knox and the Colonials looking to run. Mosey into the lane again. He'll put up a shot. He's going to get called for the travel.
He's called for the walk.
Substitution for Laurel Highlands. Chayton Burchick back in. He'll replace Cameron Holt.
Down to 58 seconds.
Right back into the 1-2-2 press. Go the Colonials. Dykert across to Cavany. And now Burchick breaks the timeline. Looking for Dykert again. Almost threw it away. Will able to handle it. Novak. Cavany inside. Schwartz got position on Rankin and lays it in. Huge afternoon for Jake Schwartz. He's got 24 points. 11 here in this third quarter. Knox down low, left wide open, Matt Rankin. Beautiful find by David Knox on the assist. Matt Rankin, two more, he's got four. Dykert gives it off to Cavany. Now with Hudson Novak. He drives around Rankin. He's got Knox in front of him, dishes it off to Schwartz. He's got the short bunny. And Jake Schwartz, two more for the Laurel Highlands big man, 26 points for him. Mosey into the lane. Scoop shot, he got it. And now Tavian Mosey looking to go blow for blow with Jake Schwartz. 23 points, and the Mustangs, they go into the fourth quarter as we hit the third quarter break, up 67-50 over the Albert Gallatin Colonials. One more quarter to play. We'll be right back for that final frame here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
A reminder that next boys game is between Uniontown and University High.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
One more quarter to play between the Mustangs and the Colonials here on the South Union Township Sports Network. LH 67-50 over Albert Gallatin. Knox, Kutek, Mosey, Uphold, and Rankin out there for the Colonials as Kutek straight to the rim. Rebound by Rankin, kicks it right back out to Kutek. It's Burchick, Cavany, Novak, Schwartz as Kutek takes another three and knocks it down. And a quick steal, almost a steal, knocked out of bounds. Last Mustang out there I didn't mention was Dykert. 16-point edge now for the Mustangs. 67-53 they lead.
14-point lead right now for the Mustangs at 67-53.
Cavany, he'll break the timeline for Laurel Highlands. Right underneath Burchick, left wide, it'll open, but he can't finish. And he tips it out of bounds.
It's deflected out of bounds off of Will Dykert and out and over to Albert Gallatin.
Well, he's in the right spot there. He just
Colonials will take it back over. Laurel Highlands, they'll drop back into their zone. In the corner, Rankin to Mosey. He'll drive around Cavany into the lane, floater, just off. Rebound pulled down by Jake Schwartz.
Mosey no good. Schwartz another rebound there for Laurel Highlands. Mustangs again trying to bring it across on the far side. Cavany double team, sends it over to
Novak.
Novak.
He gives it down low to Burchick, left wide open, and Chayton. He gets himself into double digits. That's 10 points for Chayton Burchick.
Chayton Burchick now in double figures with 10. Played a nice game off the bench for Laurel Highlands.
And a foul away from the basket.
Foul called here away from the ball.
That one's going to go against Dykert. That's Will's second foul. Only 5 team fouls so far in the half for Laurel Highlands. Mosey, he'll inbound. He gets the inbound, pump fakes, gets back to Kutek. Kutek, he's going to take the deep three, and he got it. Chayton Burchick sagged off of him a little bit. He knocks down the triple, and now Shea Fleener, he wants another timeout. 6:35 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Laurel Highlands up 69-56 over Albert Gallatin. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back on the South Union Township Sports Network.
George is back in the stands.
We're back on the South Union Township Sports Network. 6:35 is what we have left to go in the fourth quarter. Laurel Highlands 69-56 over the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Out on the floor, Laurel Highlands will have Cavany, Dykert, Schwartz, Burchick, and Hudson Novak. Schwartz, a huge day for him so far. 13 points in the first half, 13 points in the third quarter, 26 in all so far for Jake Schwartz.
The Colonials have not been in the postseason.
Cavani, he'll get the inbound, and back in the full court press goes Albert Gallatin. Novak quickly looking to break, goes inside. Burchick, he corrals the pass. His shot's blocked, but he goes up with it and one. Chayton Burchick on the finish. He gets 2 more, and he's going to the line for the extra one. 12 points for Burchick. Foul goes against Colby, uphold his first. 4th team foul against Albert Gallatin. Inside is where Laurel Highlands has been able to do all their work pretty much today. 26 for Schwartz, 12 for Burchick as he misses the extra one, and 10 for Novak. Steal by Novak now. Dykert. Cavani, he loses the basketball. And now it's taken away by Knox, and Cavani, he's going to grab the jersey and foul him. First foul against Daniel Cavani, 15 foul on the Mustangs.
Second half. And Steve, back to Dan Andrea. Kind of hard to believe it's been that long since we were doing those Albert Gallatin playoff games. The spring of 2007.
Knox gives it off to Kutek. Mosey, he'll pull for 3. Tavian Mosey just off. Rebound tipped around, and Dykert, he scrambles for it, but it's foot on the line. Dykert was able to keep it in, but his foot on the end line. He'll give the ball back to the Colonials. 15-point edge, 71-56 Mustangs. Kutek on the inbound, finds Mosey. Mosey looks to drive, kicks it back out to Kutek. He'll drive to the free throw line, kick out to Knox, and now Mosey pumps, baseline. He'll go up and under, doesn't go, but he's going to get fouled. Foul's going to go against Burchick.
So 2 free throws upcoming here for Tavian Mosey. Back to
second foul on Chayton, 6th-team foul for Laurel Highlands here in the second half. Mosey with 23 points on the game. Make it 24. Going blow for blow with Jake Schwartz, who has 26. Second one for Mosey. That one doesn't drop. Rebound tipped around. Burchick able to find it. Outlet now to Novak. He's going to slow it up, put it off the glass, and Hudson Novak, a nice move. 2 points. He's got 12. Mosey, kick out. Knox, pump fake. He'll go into Dykert for 3. No foul call. Tipped out. Uphold was on the tip, and now Cavani with it for Laurel Highlands. Dump off to Burchick. He's going to be fouled, and one. What a move by Chayton Burchick going into the body, and he's got the and one opportunity coming. 14 points for Chayton Burchick. They're going to call the foul on Tavian Mosey, his second.
I think Burchick, though, hit his head on the court, though, when he fell.
Oh, yeah, I understand that.
And Burchick standing at the line. That was a lot of contact. A tough foul.
Coming in.
And Cameron Holt now ready to check in, and he's going to replace Burchick after the free throw. And one opportunity for Chayton Burchick. He gets the extra one. 15 points for Chayton Burchick tonight. They're going to go take a look at him as well, as it looked like he hit his head off the floor. Kutek for 3. Tanner Kutek knocks down another 3, his 5th of the game. And quickly, almost a steal by Albert Gallatin, ahead for Cameron Holt. He'll put it off the glass, and Cameron's got 2 more. And another timeout, and Shea Fleener is livid right now. 30-second timeout. We'll take another break. Laurel Highlands up 18, 78-60. They lead Albert Gallatin with 5:05 left to go here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
High School 5:05.
We're back on the South Union Township Sports Network. 5:05 left to go in the fourth quarter. 78-60, the Mustangs lead the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Mosey, he drives right, looks to get into the paint. Puts it up, and he got it. Mosey had it knocked away, able to corral it, 26 points. He's now matching Jake Schwartz for the game high. Steal by Albert Gallatin, short for Uphold. Tipped around, where's it going to go? It'll stay with the Colonials. And Shea Fleener down on the Albert Gallatin bench, still furious.
3 and 5.
The AG fans furious with the officiating.
Inbound coming from Kutek. Finds Mosey. He'll take it inside. Tavian Mosey up and under. He's going to be fouled by Schwartz.
Shot no good, but a foul called here on Laurel Highlands.
So Schwartz, that'll be his third foul. And Mosey, one free throw here, put him in the game lead in points.
Mosey already with 26 points in this game. Mosey has 26 for Albert Gallatin. Schwartz with 26 on the Laurel Highlands side.
Make it 27 now for Tavian Mosey. Knocks down the first free throw. Now 4 of 5 from the line today is Mosey.
He's averaging 17 a game.
Mosey's second free throw now.
Make it 4 of 6 as he can't get the second one. Schwartz with the rebound.
Near side over to
Cavany. The trap on again for the Colonials. Inside.
Bounce pass up to Holt.
Schwartz making an assist to go along with those 26 points as he finds Holt. Now Cameron's got 14. 80-63, the Mustangs lead. Slipping. Kutek lost his footing, taken away by the Mustangs. Up ahead to Dykert. Dump off to Holt. Beautiful ball movement by the Mustangs. Schwartz finds Dykert to Holt. 16 points for Cameron. Knox. Kutek. Deep three. Too strong. Tipped around. Rebound found by Uphold. He picks up his dribble. He finds Knox. Knox. Hit. Nice move into the paint. Floater. And it goes. David Knox, he faked the handoff. He takes it into the lane himself, and David Knox now with 7. Cavany skips it across to Dykert, to Schwartz. Schwartz will put it on the floor. Has it knocked away from behind. Looking to go up ahead. Kutek. Fouled by Cavany, and a good foul by Daniel Cavany as he got him hard. But avoids allowing Kutek to get the 2 points. So instead, Kutek, he'll go to the line for 2. He'll make him earn him from the stripe as that's Cavany's second foul.
Kutek will go to the free throw line. This will be his first.
No shots from the line so far for Kutek, but he does have 5 threes. Kutek first one off the front iron and in.
Tanner Kutek.
19 points for Tanner Kutek today.
22 points in this game. Holding 3 here.
Make it 22 is what Tanner Kutek has, looking for 23. Second free throw, that one as well. And Albert Gallatin with 3:41, they're inching back down 15. Runko to Novak. He'll drive. Trying to go around, Knox has it taken away by Mosey. Tavian Mosey looking to run now with the Colonials. He goes to Kutek. He'll lay it off the glass. Kutek's got 2 more. 82-69, the Mustangs lead, but Albert Gallatin clawing their way back, but they've got little time to work with. Runko gives it off to Schwartz. Inside looking to go to Novak, out of bounds. And it looked like it hit off Knox's foot. But they're going to give it to the Colonials. And now Rick Hogger's going to call a timeout. We'll take a break as well. 82-39, the Mustangs lead the Colonials with 3:11 left to go here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
82, Albert Gallatin 69. We're back in 30 seconds on the Locker Room Wrap-Up at He-Has High School Sports Night on WMBS.
.311 left to go as we come back on the South Union Township Sports Network. 82-69, the Mustangs lead. Mosey on the left wing. He looks to drive into the paint. Kick out. Kutek, another three. Tanner, no good. Tipped around and the rebound pulled down by Holt. He'll give it off to Novak, and now Cavity skips it back across to Novak. They got to break the timeline here, do the Mustangs. Almost throws it away, but Schwartz handles it. And Jake Schwartz will pull it out. 2:49 left. Dump off to Holt. To Cavity. He'll bring it back out around midcourt. Off to Runko. Inside to Schwartz. He'll take a jumper. It looked like he was fouled. No call. Mosey comes away with it. All the way to the rim. Mosey looks to go himself off the glass. No, but he's going to go to the line. No, offensive foul. They're going to call an offensive foul for extending the arm on Tavian Mosey, his third. Laurel Highlands will get the ball back. 2.5 minutes left to go. Schwartz looking to go down low to Holt, but taken away by Rankin. And Schwartz, he'll just take it right back. Novak on the offensive glass. Second try for Novak, no. Looking for a third, tipped around. Ball stays with the Mustangs. 2:15 left to go. Laurel Highlands 89-60, make it 82-69. They lead Albert Gallatin. Novak around the free throw line. Runko for three. Just off the mark for David Runko, and a foul over the back. It looks like they're going to call Novak. 24, Hudson Novak, his number getting called. And that's his third foul as well over the back call. And now it's going to be 1-1 on the other end for the Colonials. And Tavian Mosey is going to be the one at the line. 27 points already today for Tavian. And no, they're going to put Rankin at the line instead. Rankin 0 for 2 from the line, as he had 2 attempts back in the second quarter.
16 this season from the free throw line, so you can see why Mosey is over 80% from the free throw.
No good on the front end, and Schwartz comes away with the rebound. Holt with it. Dishes it off to Novak, and now Cavity. 2 minutes left to go. Schwartz to Cavity. Runko. Back to Cavity.
Edge of the zone.
Gives it off to Novak as Laurel Highlands content with keeping the ball out around the perimeter. They go inside now to Schwartz off the glass. He's fouled by Rankin.
Hate to give up that foul if you're Albert Gallatin.
Matt Rankin's going to get hit with his first foul. And Jake Schwartz, he's going to go to the free throw line. No points for him here in the fourth quarter. 2 of 4 from the line, and he misses the first. Now 3, make it 2 of 5 is Jake Schwartz from the line. Schwartz on the second. He got that one. So 3 of 6. He ties Tavian Mosey for the game high in points. Mosey has his pocket picked by Cavity. He looks to come away with it, but he's surrounded by Colonials, out of bounds, and it's going to go to Laurel Highlands.
The Laurel Highlands basketball with 92 seconds.
1:32 left to go. They lead 83-69 to the Mustangs. Runko, Schwartz, ahead is Novak, wide open. He's going to lay it off the glass. Novak getting ahead. He's got 14 points for the Mustangs.
Novak wide open on the left block.
Kutek, he'll hand it off to Rankin as he goes to the rim, and he lost the handle. Out of bounds, 2 substitutions now coming for the Mustangs. Elijah Gwynn and J.J. Holbert.
For Albert Gallatin's chances here tonight. They're now down 6.
They'll replace Holt and Novak.
Back to 69 with 1:19 left here in the fourth. And again, stay tuned. Game 2 of our doubleheader on the way next. Uniontown taking down University High.
Holbert, he'll inbound as Albert Gallatin back in the press. And now looking to foul is Cavity. He'll get fouled. So the foul is going to go against Colby Uphold. That's going to put Daniel Cavity at the line. Only 3 points today for Cavity.
Gallatin and Connellsville. Remember, all 4 teams.
And a 1-1 coming up.
1-1 record after that tournament. You'll have Laurel Highlands and AG now at 1-1. And if Uniontown can get a win over University.
He misses the front end, does Daniel Cavity. And coming away with the rebound is Mosey.
Free throw, no good.
Mosey hands it off to Knox. Looks to go back to Mosey. He'll drive. Into the lane goes Tavian Mosey off the glass. No. Rebound fought for and pulled down by Elijah Gwynn.
Pushing and shoving here between Mosey and Elijah Gwynn.
And they're going to call the foul on Elijah Gwynn. Gwynn came down with the board. Mosey had his arm in there, and yet they're going to hit Elijah Gwynn with the foul. So Dykert, he's going to have to wait to check in, as that's 10 fouls, so it's a double bonus now for the Colonials. And now Mosey with 27 points at the line.
Mosey can pad his point total a little bit, though. He'll get 2 free throws here. Double bonus for him.
First one, Mosey hits that one. 28 now.
Mosey now 5 of 8 in the free throw line this game. Entered the game at 84%.
28 points for the Colonial junior.
28, not a bad night at the office for Tavian Mosey. This free throw could make it 29.
Second one for Mosey, short. Tipped up, Runko with the rebound. Off to Dykert, back to Runko, and now Schwartz, and we're going to get a foul. Colby Uphold, he's going to get hit with the foul again. His third. And that's going to put David Runko at the line. Burchick, he'll replace Jake Schwartz as the Mustangs with 55 seconds left lead by 15. They're up 85-70. Runko, front end, too strong. We're going to get a lane violation, it looks like. No, they're going to call a foul on Burchick instead. So that's Chayton's third foul. And Albert Gallatin will come down to the other end and shoot.
David Knox shooting these free throws. Knox yet to attempt a free throw tonight.
Knox has 7 points today. And his first free throw is going to be well short.
Knox was kind of cold then hot at the foul line last night. I think he missed 5 of the
second one. Knox gets that one. 1 of 2. He goes from the line. He's got 8 points. Inbound to Runko, and immediately he'll be fouled by Mosey. Fourth foul on Tavian Mosey.
Too late to start fouling. Right now,
down 14.
Yeah.
This game was really moving.
54 seconds left to go as only 1.2 ran off the clock.
Slowed down in a hurry. I think we've had 3 fouls called in the last second.
85-71 the Mustangs lead. Runko's going to get 2. First one, Runko can't hit that one.
Runko, it's now a double bonus the rest of the way for Laurel Highlands as well. Now Runko for a
second one. Front iron doesn't drop. Rebound pulled down by Mosey. And he's looking to go quickly. Tavian into the lane, kick out. Knox for 3. Short, tipped around. And Knox, he's going to come away with his own rebound. Kutek looks to go around Runko, but Runko's going to get called for the block.
That's the last thing you want to do if you're the Mustangs. You're up 14 points.
First foul on Runko, and a bad foul as that stops the clock and puts AG at the free throw line.
That foul goes on Runko. His first.
Kutek, a good night for him. He's going to get 2 more from the line. He can't hit the first one. 13 points in the quarter for Kutek. 25 on the day. Second one, make it 26. And quickly a foul, and they're going to put Runko right back at the free throw line again.
14 here in the fourth.
Foul's going to go on Kutek. That's going to be his 4th. 37.3 left to go.
His 4th personal. Send David Runko back to the free throw line for Laurel Highlands.
Hasn't been able to hit from the line today as Runko.
Straight from the free throw line.
And he gets that one. First point of the game for David Runko.
37 seconds left.
Second one, Runco got them both. 87-72, the Mustangs lead. Mosey, he's going to drive. Right around Burchick, puts it up, and it drops. And a timeout. Tavian Mosey, 2 more. Timeout called by Shea Fleener and the Colonials. We'll take a break as well. 31 seconds left. The Mustangs lead 87-74 on South Union Township Sports Network.
Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District. With offices in Uniontown and Chalk Hill, Representative Mahoney is dedicated to providing the best leadership and quality representation to his constituents. He can be reached at 66A Lebanon Avenue in Uniontown, 724-438-6100, and in Chalk Hill at 2925 National Pike, 724-437-2521. Good luck to all of the area teams from State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District.
South Union Township Sports Network, only 31 seconds left to go. The Mustangs up by 13. Inbound from J.J. Holbert. He finds Will Dykert. Over to Holbert. Dykert looking to break half court. Holbert to Runco. His pass taken away by Albert Gallatin and Dylan over, but it's going to go out of bounds. And it goes right back to the Mustangs with 17.8 to go. Shea Fleener calling off the Dogs as he gets the subs in. Devin Colbank as well, along with Justin Philippone. A behind the back pass from Holbert. Gwynn. Dykert. Only 8 seconds left. He could just dribble it out here as he goes around into the corner. 2 seconds and 1, and that'll do it. Laurel Highlands, a big victory over the Albert Gallatin Colonials. They win 87-74 over their Uniontown rivals, the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, J.R. Wheeler, Gary Smith, and their staff. I'm Dan Wallace with Jerry DePay. This has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation. Once again, your happy final. The Mustangs win at 87-74 over the Albert Gallatin Colonials. We've been watching Laurel Highlands basketball on South Union Township Sports Network.